Okay, let's talk about determining whether notes exist in models or not. And this is actually a pretty easy function to use, and it is helpful for doing automation, like if you're trying to control the flow of how things are executing in NitroCell, or you're just trying to get a report of things for the status of stuff. So we need to look at the note exists function. And this will take the active model by default, or you could specify a model name if you want to. The note name, you could also just do a generic to, put a wildcard in to say, does anything like it exist? And then also you need to know where you want to write the data to. So we're going to create a new worksheet here, and we're just going to use this as our target. And we'll say B5 is the cell we're going to write to. So initially, let's take a look at paint note. And I'm just going to look at a specific model, basket.prt. So that obviously exists in the model right now. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. And just that quickly, it's come back and said that, yeah, that actually does exist. Okay, so let's take a look at speaker.asm to see if there's a paint note associated with that. And in this particular case, it's no. Now, this is reporting as a Boolean value within Excel. So if you were to type in true or false, you could see that it's automatically formatting that. It differs from like a true if you type it in as a with like a single caret in front of it, or a true. These are string values and these are Boolean values. And really the only way you could kind of tell that in Excel is to check on do a quick view. They typically are centered basically in the end. So let me get rid of this stuff here and let's go back and take a look at a few other things. So let's say that I wanted to look for any note that had burr in it as a name within that part. So in the speaker assembly, we have nothing basket.prt. If we ran that, we'll notice that does have a match there. One thing I will point out is that we do have the table note exists function, which is actually a little bit more useful than going through one of these one model at a time. The one model at a time is good if you're doing like an automation or an execution cycle within like a batch process. But the note exists if you're just looking for a clean way to report things and also have something that's an iterable reference. Using the table functions and variations it provides similar functionality, but writes the data to a native Excel table. So instead of writing to a specific worksheet and cell, you're actually writing to a table, and then you could do all kinds of cool stuff with this with Power Query as an option.